Congrats, by the way. I know you don't want to talk about it on the podcast, but congrats for those
Thank
who
you,
don't
brother.
know.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
hey, tip the cap. I know you got to work out. Oh,
Yep, there you go.
all right.
All right.
Hey, little red solo.
It's a protein shake. So.
Whatever. People don't need to know that.
There you go.
Mine is too.
There you go.
Don't worry about that protein shake.
Yeah. No. There's some grams in there somewhere.
Before we get too far in, I gotta give a quick shout out to baby girl. She's definitely gonna get the Grit Award.
Ooh.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
So she made it to state finals in the track in the women's 4x2 relay.
Mm-hmm.
And she texted me at like 2:00 in the morning, the day of the meet. I'm sick. I'm puking. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I said, that's fine. You got to let your coach know ASAP. She goes, I'll see how I feel when I wake up. I was like, what?
There we go. There we go.
She wakes up and I'm like, how we feeling? What are you doing? She's like, Dad, it's 30 seconds. I'll puke when I'm done.
There we go. There we go.
So she went and got a bunch of Pedialyte and Gatorade and a bagel.
Yeah.
I get there about an hour before she runs. She's got a fever. She's sweating.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't feel good. I guess she's been puking in the locker room. Whatever.
You'll be all right.
Listen, she fucking did it. And her team PR'd.
Hey.
Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't make podium, but I was like, you know what? Proud fucking dad moment.
There we go. We got a flu game moment right there. There we go. You got sometimes you got to push through.
But they PR'd though.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Little tidbit. We can't be perfect, but we can chase progress. So that's always
bro.
There we go.
You can't teach that.
No, you can't.
No,
you cannot. You cannot teach that.
She was literally puking. I don't know. Hour before the meet, before she actually ran, had to go puke again. We got all her shit, and I didn't carry her. I was like, I'll carry you like a baby. All the way to she's like, no, I'm fine.
Maybe later. But not right now.
Yeah, no, it was good though.
But so you know what?
Then we went to Panera to get some soup and some M&M cookies because those are her favorite, and those fuckers didn't have my kitchen sink cookie. And hidden treat because I ate mine, she ate hers, and then I dropped her off at her house. And she's like, yo, Dad, there were 2 more cookies in the bag. I was like, son of a bitch, because she knows I would eat one of them. But I was like, you need that more than I do.
Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it.
You deserve that. You deserve it. Boom, buddy.
Boom. Well, while we're on the kids, this is a weird segue, I guess, if you will, but this is one of the things I had written down. I was thinking about this the other day. Because we know we did actually, no, we should do another little mini series for the young ladies, from the perspective of their fathers and and their uncles and that kind of stuff, things we would teach them, right? Or we would tell them.
I like it, bro. We gotta flesh that out. I like that.
I was thinking about this though, along those lines of teaching the younger ones, like how do you know how do you know they like you? Some signs that they like you, right? Because I think it is difficult to. Sometimes it's difficult to know, right? And I'll get vulnerable here for a moment. I think it is difficult to know when someone genuinely likes you, has care and concern for you, and likes you for who you are versus the things that you do for them or the way that they make you feel, right? Some people could just like that you're available, like the things, things you do for them, like things about you, but they don't necessarily like you for real, right? So it's taken me some trial and error over the course of my life to really, I guess, kind of look at that and kind of phase those things out and kind of have some discernment about what that actually means, right? And usually I can speak from the perspective of what men do, right? Women. I guess I saw this thing that it was this girl on TikTok or whatever, and she's talking to the other, as the kids would say, the other girly pops. And she's like, if you're dating a guy, she's like, and you're wondering if he likes you or not, ask yourself, does he inconvenience himself significantly to do things for you or to be there with you or just to even see you, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, I've done that plenty of times. Like, when I like a woman, I'm like, listen, I don't care if it's fucking, if I just come get a hug for 5 minutes and it took me 45 minutes to drive there. To me, that was worth it because that's how I feel about you, right? But it's usually, I've heard this on a couple other different podcasts in different places, is that um, men are taught how to treat women, but they're not taught what to expect in reverse from women. Or, and I can honestly, I don't know this because I'm not a woman, but um, and I'm wondering if women are taught how to treat men, right? Back to what we're talking about, the little miniseries. Um, so it's a question that's kind of kind of been sparking in my head, especially going to these weddings the last couple of months. Of how do you know, right? How do you know you know?
Couple things. There was a lot of what you said.
Yeah,
One started off with kids. Are we still
kid.
talking about kids or are we talking about
Yes,
adults?
yeah. I was just giving you some context to
All
how
right.
we got to this question. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll start off with kids for me is, I think, easier, but
Mhm.
I want to flesh out a few other things you stated. Kids, how do you know they like you? They talk to you and they want to hang out with you.
For the kids, you mean
For the
like how to?
kids,
Yeah, for the
for
young
children.
ones. For yeah, yeah,
And let me just kind of, for those that, for your children.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay. We'll move past that. I don't want to do a whole preamble. Yeah, if your kids will actually pick up the phone and
Mm.
text you and
Oh no, no,
respond.
no, 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 no. That's not what I mean. I mean romantically. How do we tell our young adults how the opposite sex or even same sex, if that's
Oh,
what they like you? How do they know they like you back, kind of thing?
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
That's why I
All right.
went into
That,
the context. So there you go.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, all right.
yeah. But
Let's
yes,
segue into that. But
yeah,
yes, how do you know if your own children like you? Those are some signs.
yeah,
Uh, we'll move on from that because that's not where you're going. These are I'm clarifying for
yeah.
myself as well. All right. A couple things you asked. How do I know somebody likes me for me as opposed to the things I do for them or the fact that you're available? I've actually thought about this a lot.
Hmm.
What separates you from who you are and the things you do? I don't
No,
know.
no
You
question.
tell me. I don't know.
Uh,
Because remember, we've talked about this.
mm,
Remember, we talked about this.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was like, you act like somebody
Hmm.
who you trying to wife up all these girls because
Yeah,
I have been married.
yeah,
I I act like a husband and a father because I am one, was one,
yeah.
right? Both things are true.
Mm,
All happening.
yeah.
So that is just who I am.
Hmm.
The idea of just, I don't know, treating a girl like shit or being like, yeah, just kind of
Yeah,
those types of, I can't do that. It's not who I am. I can't
yeah.
not do that. That's not who I am as a person.
Hmm.
It also doesn't mean that I necessarily want to, see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm
Hmm.
trying to be your husband.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just, I'm not, I'm not going to treat you like a shithead. Now, there may be some girls out there that are like, he was a fucking shithead. I don't know. I
Maybe.
tried very hard not to, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I guess back to how do I know they like me for me as opposed to just the things I do or things I do for them?
Hmm.
I don't know how it's different unless it's an act you're putting on, which I know what you're talking about, and I'm not trying to get specific with you.
Hmm.
That is just who you are, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You
Yeah.
do those things.
Yeah.
I will say that's not the norm.
Hmm.
Dude, this is hard. Here, can I give an example? I
Yeah.
won't name any names.
Yeah.
And if you want me to cut it out, I will.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to be very general.
Hmm.
It helped me with the progression. It doesn't have to be exactly right. I'm trying to set up an example.
Yeah.
You were friends with a young woman
Hmm.
before dating her.
Hmm.
You paid for her to go to school. We'll
Hmm.
just phrase it this way, right? I'm
Okay.
not trying to be too specific
Hmm.
because you liked her as a person. Now, the fact that you did end up dating later is what it is. But I remember this happening. I'm like, why are you doing that, bro? Well, bro, she's my friend. I want to help her out. You didn't expect anything in return. And I remember this because several years later into the relationship, that got brought up, not by you, but by the other individual, the woman.
Hmm.
And you were like, no, I didn't do that so that I could date you. I did it because I liked you as a person. But it became a thing. And
Mhm.
again, I'm sorry, bro. Help me. I'm not trying to oversimplify
No, 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 you're
any
fine.
relationships. I'm trying to paint the example.
Mhm.
That is just who you are as a person.
Yeah,
Because I know you've also done similar things for people that you had no romantic involvement with.
correct.
Is that a fair?
Correct, yeah.
That's hard, bro. Because I'm trying not to.
No, no,
That's
you're
hard,
good.
bro.
You're good.
I'm trying not to be
Yep.
any negative,
Uh-huh.
derogatory shit. So that's my question to you is
Mhm.
what separates your actions from who you are? See what I'm saying? Because you
Oh,
do the things you do because of who you are, is
that's
my
true.
point.
That's true. Um, I guess I have a different, I
You
guess
don't
it's
think
not
of it
that
that, you don't think about it that way?
I guess it's not different. It's not different. I think it is the same, but maybe I'm looking at it from a different angle, right? I guess for me, it's like how much am I willing to be inconvenienced?
So well, you're tying into something different.
Yeah.
My point, my thing.
Mhm.
Um, this is the thing. If you like somebody, love somebody, want to be with somebody, it's not an inconvenience.
Bingo.
And I guess the best way I can do that is my daughter.
Mhm.
It takes 3, sometimes 5 hours to see her,
Yeah.
depending on traffic.
Yeah.
And for those listening, I live in the Northeast. 3 hours is what it should be. It's taken me 10 because
Yeah.
traffic is stupid up here and I hate it.
Mm.
Moving on. So I made it a point. I was like, I want to see your track meets because this is
Yeah.
her senior year, right?
Yeah.
This is it. I'm like,
Mhm.
I want to make every attempt to be there. And crushed it, bro. And I'm so proud of her. And she doesn't realize how good of an athlete she is. You know what? Hold on. Give me a quick bike show. And then bring
Yeah.
me back
Let's
here.
go.
Bring
Let's
me
go.
back
Let's
here.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't understand. And it's my daughter.
Mhm.
I will never understand why women don't understand how attractive they are, how smart they are, how amazing they are. Because I've had the privilege of being amongst some very amazing women and young
Mhm.
women, my daughter included.
Mhm.
And it's like, you are doing things that nobody else is doing. I know you're not necessarily the best. I get the fucking concept, right?
Yeah.
But you're doing something that less than 1% of your
Yeah.
generation and gender are doing.
Yeah.
And you're doing it with poise and grace and grit.
Yeah. Even break it down even further, even in your own peer group.
Bro, amongst the
Yeah.
five, whatever, I don't yeah, humble brag. She
Yeah.
was homecoming queen.
Mhm.
So amongst your own group,
Yeah.
nobody's doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, not just my daughter, but
Mhm.
others. They still don't, they're like, it's not that impressive. I'm like, are you fucking crazy, bro? Are you fucking crazy?
It's like we got to think. We live in a digital age where things are way more accessible.
Oh,
So it's like, what are they
bro.
comparing themselves to, right?
Well, I can tell you she's comparing her to another friend of mine's daughter. I'm not going to name names.
Mhm.
Listen, but see, he's my friend and that's his daughter. So I'm excited for her too.
Yeah.
But she's on another fucking level, bro. Like wild. But it's like, you can't compare yourself to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, you're already in the 1%.
Mhm.
I, I, I
It's
don't
like
know.
trying, trying, trying.
Do guys do this? Like, I don't know. Maybe if it's like an Elon Musk and
Uh,
who's the Amazon guy? Like, who's
uh,
the Bill Gates and
who's the yeah,
Bezos?
who's the richest guy?
It's like, listen, fucker. If I have $1 billion, let alone hundreds,
It's
I
still
don't give a
good.
shit.
Yeah.
Maybe it
Well, it's
just
like
becomes like an ego thing.
it's like when you're trying to explain like who's the best in the NBA. First of all, I don't think you understand how small the NBA is.
Bro, how hard it is just
How hard it is just
I
to
don't
get
care
that.
I don't care if I'm the 10th man.
Exactly. I'm in the NBA. What you talking about? But yeah, I mean, but like
Yes.
shit
But
like
girls
that.
do
So
this on
yeah,
an individualized level, bro. Listen,
it's
if
wild.
I practiced in the NFL, I would tell everybody I was in the NFL.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't seem less than. I'd be like, yeah, I played on the same field as
yeah, that's hard in and of itself.
Tom Brady. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm happy. Hold on, that sounds arrogant and stupid. I'm just saying, like, I would be happy and proud of myself for making it there. That's the point I'm trying to get to.
yeah.
That's
Acknowledge
the
your
point I'm trying to
achievements.
fucking make.
Yeah, acknowledge your achievements for sure.
Ah, So wild. So anyway, inconvenience. See, I brought myself back.
There you go.
The meds are kicking in. She was like, oh, I feel bad. You're doing all this driving to watch me run for less than 30 seconds. Respect. I was like, yeah, that one, it's not an inconvenience to me. I want to see you, period. The end. Two, this is one of the last times I'll ever see you compete potentially in a sport, right? Remember, we talked about this before, like the last time you'll ever play football or whatever it is. I was like, this is huge. Like for me as a dad, like these are memory banks, right? That I will, when I look at her now, I still see her. She was like 6 years old. She had curlers in her hair, her brother's shirt on, and she was cooking with her mom. There's a picture of her holding a That's all I see. Whenever I look at her, that's what I see. Period. The end.
I see a little extortion artist is what I see still.
Oh yeah. You want me to say hi to you? I need $1.
I need $1.
Okay. Oh, a $5? I'll give you a hug.
Exactly.
But like, so again, the inconvenience part.
Yeah.
Again, I know I'm talking about my children. It's like, yeah, pat yourself on the back. You're being a fucking dad.
No, but still.
Transitioning to relationally, dude, if you truly want to be with something, it's not an inconvenience. You figure it out, you make it happen. It's like, no, this is worth it to me. Whatever I had to push aside or do to get here was worth it.
Yeah.
It's not deemed an inconvenience.
Now here's where it gets tricky. Here's where it gets tricky. Do you let them know it's an inconvenience?
No, bro. No. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. No.
I agree, and I say no. But
well, hold on.
Can you get upset that they don't realize how much of an inconvenience it is, or where you're putting them if you don't say that?
So these are two different things, and this is maybe where for the young lady version, what should guys expect? No, I don't think you got to be like, hey, listen, I had to do all these things to make this moment happen. No. If she likes you in return, she will already acknowledge like, hey, I really appreciate you. I know what it took for you to be here. You shouldn't have to ask. Again, to the point I was making, my daughter was like, I know what this takes for you to be here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know this. Relationally, I appreciate you putting XYZ to the side to spend this time with me. I didn't even have to bring it up. I'm like, it is one of those things.
Yeah.
Thank you for acknowledging it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
And now I'm not going to make a big deal about it.
Exactly.
Oh, baby, for you, it's not a big deal. But internally, yes, of course. Thank you for at least acknowledging what the fuck was going on and the effort it took. Thank you. But that's what I'm saying. Guys will do that. Men will do that. This is where I hear what you're saying. And if she doesn't like you, she won't. She's like, of course you did. Like it's almost like an expectation. Run away, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Away. I don't care how fine she is. Run away.
Agreed.
It will never get easier.
Agreed.
I promise.
Agreed.
It will only get harder and more expensive.
It's funny. I heard this the other day, and I'm sure I've heard this before, but it just refreshed my memory. But the guy was saying that women make rules for men they don't like, and
break all. There are no rules for men
they break the rules for the guys they do like. Right? There is no. If she likes you, there are no rules. You could have no money. You can do whatever. If she likes you, there is no whatever. And I thought I thought about that, and I was like,
it's very true, bro.
I feel like it's got to be true.
No.
Because
every woman I've ever played that for or showed that to, they're like, that's true.
Yeah. And like, what's the HR thing? It's like, what's the difference between an HR complaint and a good advance, a good pickup line in sexual harassment? Is if they like you or not.
If they like you, yeah. If they want,
they like you or not. Most girls like Chris. A lot of girls like Chris Brown or like Usher or some shit or like Tom Brady, or whatever. He comes over and says, "Hey, I like that dress." They're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you." But
Mhm.
some weirdo from his mom's basement, with like acne all over his face,
Oh
go
my
take care of his
god.
body, like, oh my god, right? So I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah, I did. Bro, I really wanna do this, mini series for the women's. I like it,
yeah, yeah. Actually, let me write
I
that
gotta think about
down.
it. I gotta think through that. Real quick before we get to the Chinese New Year stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like YouTube already took it down, but we had somebody from again, it was our Street Tales episode
Uh
about
huh.
kicking in the door,
Hmm.
and I was gonna fuck, dude. I guess YouTube deleted it
Hmm.
'cause well, he said that that I should have been shot coming through the door.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I was gonna read it on the on our
Yeah.
episode, but I guess YouTube said, "No, they can't do that."
Yeah. No. No.
Fuck, I can't. Well, I wanted the username. Oh well. In essence, the comment was,
Hmm.
as soon as the young lady said that she was fine,
Hmm.
I should have turned around and walked away. And anything I did after that,
Hmm.
was a felony, and I should have been shot coming through the door. Oh, and that I was a smug, arrogant asshole,
Mm.
in the way that I told the story, and I was like, "Damn, bro."
Okay.
And I didn't respond. I wanted to. I'd be like,
Mm.
"Did you hear the rest of it where she was being held against her will and had the shit beat out of her and was being forced to say whatever." But now I can't read the whole thing, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. It's like,
I don't
you
think I've
know,
ever been smug, arrogant, and an asshole. Yes.
maybe.
It's like Major Payne. I ain't frigid. I ain't frigid.
Now, I may be a lot of things, but that, sir, I am not.
Yeah. I don't think I'm smug. Anyway. Anywho.
Anyway, yeah, whatever.
Fucking you can't please everybody, bro. But what an idiot. Whoever you were, you know who you are. You're an idiot. Real quick, just because it's Chinese New Year today,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations. Happy New Year.
Year of the horse.
Got my red on. Yep.
Yep. Up, boop, boop. But we were talking about it, and I just now I want to read it. And goddamn it, I thought I wanted to be the year of the dragon, but so the year I was born
Hmm.
was the year of the water pig. Son of a bitch. Uh, so I was born the year of the water fucking pig. Traits. People born in this year are considered honest, trustworthy, generous, and diligent. They are generally known to be social, popular, and excellent peacemakers who avoid conflict. I gotta be honest with you. In high school, none of that was true. Fought a lot of motherfuckers. I was not a peacemaker.
And the quiet skill. The quiet
Oh
skill.
fuck, bro. It's true, bro. All right, hold on. And then yours. Give me 1 second.
I'm a tiger.
You son of a bitch.
I'm a tiger.
I'm happy for you. So
Eh,
positive traits. See, I don't know why yours breaks down different than mine. Positive traits: brave, authoritative,
mm,
adventurous,
mm,
ambitious, strong sense of justice, loyal, natural leaders, magnetic, hardworking, dynamic, keep promises. I gotta be honest with you, keep promises.
mm.
That is 100% you. Not that the rest are not, but that
Yeah.
one for me, that stands out. Negative traits
Ooh. There we go.
can be arrogant, impetuous,
Mm,
selfish. You know what?
mm,
Write down selfish. Let's talk about selfish for a second.
okay.
Hold on. After I'm done. Selfish, egocentric.
Mm,
I don't know about that one. Easily frustrated by slow progress,
mm.
controlling, aggressive when challenged. I don't know what that means.
When
Can
challenged.
be, hey, how about this? Can be overly talkative or too quiet. How the fuck can you be both? How can you be both, bro?
I can be both. I can be both. That's the
Bro,
Gemini.
what the fuck, bro?
That's the Gemini part. I guess that holds true.
You're either too talkative or you're too quiet. What
I
the
don't talk. I
fuck,
don't talk
bro?
enough.
Oh my god.
But I was looking at
Let's see. And tigers are well. See, this says pairs best with horse and dog.
we're in the horse here, so there we go. But I was
There you
looking
go.
at the tiger and the pig compatibility. So I'll read this to you real
All
quick.
right. All right.
Tiger and pig are considered a surprisingly compatible, sweet match. Often considered to
Hey.
be one of the best matches for a pig. Tigers are charmed by the pig's generous, laid-back nature, while the pig is inspired by the tiger's ambition. This pairing
Mm.
balances each other well. with the pig providing a supportive, loving environment for the intense and sometimes territorial tiger. That's why we gel so well, brother. It's compatible,
Boom.
cohesiveness. Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly. I guess you know what? I guess you could leave the surprisingly part of it because it seems like other people are surprised that we get along so well, but not us.
No, yeah.
It's weird. It's like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
surprised you
I don't
guys
know.
are surprised you guys are friends. It's like, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, what does that mean? What?
What does that mean, sir?
Yeah.
Ma'ams?
And anyway, man.
Ma'ams?
Right.
Yeah,
Wait, sorry, side note. I bumped into one of my classmates the other day, and
Mhm.
we're going back over some old stories from the academy. And we got to tell this story how because people have heard us say "ma'ams" and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" There's a backstory to this. There's a
So
backstory to
good.
this. Okay, so we're in the academy in our paramilitary uh, training training part, right?
Mhm.
Um, paramilitary, right? So it's very structured. Again, it's structured after the military. So we're out. I forget where the hell we were at. We're doing something out on a pad, a giant pad. We're standing there, whatever. There's as we learned, a gaggle of us,
Mhm,
and
mhm, mhm.
two female instructors, come walking by, and one of our classmates, who is a former Marine,
Yep.
says, "Good afternoon, ladies," and they ripped into us
Yeah,
about
they lost their fucking
how
minds.
dare you call us ladies? What are you? That is not the proper way to address us. So we're all looking around like we're very very confused. I'm like, I know I speak English well. I'm like, we all most
Yeah, he didn't say,
everybody
"What up, bitches?"
exactly. Most of us standing here have degrees. Like what are you talking about? And we're like, what is the proper thing
Yeah.
to say then if that's wrong? So we diverted to saying ma'ams from that point on, and
And
even
they hated it.
they hated it because they knew they were wrong, but they couldn't go
Yeah.
back on their
Nope.
statement. So we have that's where you hear us say ma'ams. That is the backstory from that, and it is fucking hilarious. Every
It
time I
is
hear
every
it,
time.
it is hilarious.
Every time. Yes. I do love it every time. And there is another one of our classmates, high-ranking brass, let's
Hmm.
just phrase it that way.
Hmm.
We're do we're doing, car stuff, chasing
Uh,
and all pitting and all this other stuff. And we're there all day. And at the very end, 'cause the thing is, like, everyone comes to a stop,
yeah.
and they debrief. Well, right before the instructor gets out of the car, he goes, "Got him." Oh, and the instructor turned around and was like, "Motherfucker, get out of the car. We're stopped."
Well,
Oh my god, bro.
Uh, oh my god, man! That just especially that's, some of these stories get funnier as the years go on. Obviously,
Yeah.
as we everybody progresses and moves on, throughout their careers and life and all that kind of stuff and develop as people. But
Mhm.
looking back on some of the old stories, I'm just like, bro, that shit was funny, and it's even more funny when you see what they turned out to be later on, and you're
Oh,
like,
bro.
oh my
Yeah.
god, so fucking funny.
Yes. I can concur. Selfish, real quick.
Selfish, yeah.
Why is that a bad thing?
So.
I don't think it is.
I guess it depends. It depends, right? Because
Yeah.
I learned this. My therapist said it took me a while to kind of grasp what she was saying for a while. Um, and she's like, "Do you mean we're talking about selfishness or something like that, right?" And she was
Mhm.
like, "Well, do you mean selfish in the sense of like uh with a connotation of greed and um overdoing it, right? Or do you mean
Mm.
self preservation, right? Because those two things are necessarily the same thing, right? And we're looking at it
Mhm.
from in the terms of, I think my statement was I have a hard time being selfish, because I'm a out usually by default. We talked about this before, right? So I'm usually a I'll eat last type of person, right? I don't want to eat unless I know everybody else is good, then I'll eat, kind of thing. She's like, I get you. She's like, but if you've done all that and there's nothing left over for yourself, then what?
Mhm.
Then what? I'm like,
Yeah.
so to me, she's like self preservation, right? And looking out for yourself is not innate, it's not inherently a bad thing, right? It's necessary. So, but it took me a long time to kind of get. It seems counterintuitive. It feels counterintuitive to me, just by nature. But I don't
Mhm.
think it's necessarily a bad thing, unless I think it's a negative when you're not self aware, you don't realize what's happening if you don't have consideration and empathy for other people, right? In a sense of like everything is about me, you're self-centered, everything's about me. What can I get? What can I take? You're always taking, taking, taking. Not in a sense of, hey, I'm gonna make sure I get what I need and then I'll give what I can after that.
Okay. But see, that to me, that's greed if you take more than what you need. And again, this is hard because I see nothing wrong with people making money, being
Mm,
rich. Like I'm not
mm,
raining on anybody's parade. Because selfish to me, it's like I think it. Actually, I learned it in church. Uh, no is a holy word. Learn when to say no.
mm,
And that means a lot of things.
mhm,
Like you shouldn't do something to your own detriment, or for me, your family's detriment, right?
mhm.
Just because you want to help somebody else. It's like,
Yeah,
well, your job actually is to take care of your family
exactly.
first.
Yeah,
Anything extra, okay, then you can share it, and
yeah.
that's money, time. Time is really the big one.
Mhm,
Um, but anyway, all that to say, if you're not good, then how are you going to be a good husband, a good father, a good deputy, trooper,
yeah,
federal agent, whatever the fuck it is you are?
yeah,
And that it's a hard concept, but once you start doing it, you're like, okay. And
yeah.
people get so mad, bro.
If you what's it say? So if you ever want to feel, if you ever want to see how somebody really feels about you, tell them no.
Yes. You know what? And that ties into something else. And I don't know. This might be a different topic. I'm sorry. It carried over from the wedding stuff.
Yeah.
My thing is this: if it's hard with family, so let's put family aside for a minute.
Okay.
Friends. Let's just talk friendships because family, that's fucking,
Mhm.
that's hard. That's convoluted. Friends. If you're friends, you make every effort to be at somebody's special moment, whatever, birthday, promotional ceremony, wedding,
Yeah.
baby shower. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is.
Mhm.
What if you can't make it? And I think the reason has to be above and beyond. I don't want to.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay, we're
yeah,
friends,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
more than I don't want to, but
Mhm.
it's okay. Like for me to expect your life to revolve around what I'm doing seems asinine. Tell me if
Maybe
I'm
even
wrong. I don't know.
may
Maybe I have a.
maybe even selfish?
Oh yeah, 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 for sure. But selfish in the bad way.
Yeah.
Like everyone should stop what they're doing and make the effort, spend the time, the money.
Mhm.
I don't know all the words I'm trying to say, and be here because I expect you to. That to me seems outrageous because there were friends of mine who couldn't make it to recent events,
Mhm.
and it's okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
It's not a big
Especially
deal.
especially the I think well, especially well, put it this way. If somebody tells me no, I'm not gonna ask for an explanation as to why.
No.
That whatever the reason, it was
See, this is where family. I think it depends on who it is.
see, the
Is
reason
it your
the
wife? Is it your daughter?
mm,
Why?
I think the
Yeah,
reason for me
yeah.
sometimes is, the reason was enough for them. It doesn't have to be enough for me.
Oh, buddy, that's such a good one. Yes,
You know what I
right.
mean? So it's like,
Yeah,
um, if I'm, trying to be somewhere, or even if you cancel on certain things, like, hey man, well, I would love to be there. I said, I'm gas. I got nothing in the tank. Got whatever going on. This.
yeah.
For money, it's like as my friend, I think you would understand. Versus, like you said, versus like Ah, man, yeah, not really feeling it this weekend. It's like I would feel some kind of way about it, I'm
But guess
sure.
what? That's fine too, because
Yeah,
now I know I'm not inviting you to anything else.
exactly.
All these
Then
things are fine.
yeah,
Like, I don't
yeah,
get mad about that shit. I
no.
just know, eh, he ain't feeling it, so fuck it. You know?
uh, well, I guess how many times okay, well, since we're on the no
No,
part.
no, 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 bro. Like, let's just talk about your most recent thing coming up.
Mhm,
We'll just phrase it that way.
yeah,
One, if I was there, I would be there.
yeah,
I want to be honest with you, I struggle with not being able to go. It
right,
still kind of bothers me. No, no, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
But I just have too many things. And it's too many things involving my family. We'll phrase
mhm,
it that way. That's why I can't go. Otherwise, I'd fucking be there. But if I was just like, bro, I'm not, I just, no. To me, like,
mhm.
if you said, if the tables roles were reversed, you're like,
Mhm.
yeah, no, I just don't want to. Fuck you then.
Well,
You see, like, that's not enough
that's
because
gonna be
of,
my question. How many times does that have to happen for me
but
to change your
see,
viewpoint on you?
if it's you, I'd be like, hold on, bro, what's going on? Because see, I don't know. I don't know when friendship becomes more
Mhm.
than just friendship. But let's say if it was somebody else, it would take one time.
Okay.
Oh, bro, listen, it's I have a very small friend group.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, less than five
Mhm.
that I consider like these are like
Like
it
actual
would
friends, not
hurt
like yeah.
it would hurt me deeply if they were like, yeah, we're not actually friends. I
Mm.
don't know how to phrase what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get you.
Very small.
Mhm.
Outside of that, listen, we can have a great time. We'll have fun. We'll talk about whatever. As soon as you make me feel like, yeah, fuck that guy, I'm out. I will never call you again. And it won't bother me. I won't even,
What do
I
you
will
think
take a
about
nap right after. Like, that's how
it?
much I don't care, bro. I will literally take a nap. It doesn't matter. But so that's what I'm saying. It's hard when you start talking about like the close friends or that family shit.
Mhm.
That's hard. That's different. So I'm not trying to make that comparison because everyone's got a different fucking thing going on with that. But friends, yeah, you got one. But if you're like, hey, I can't be there, I'm so sorry, and work, kids,
Yeah,
money. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like, hey, it's fine. We're still cool.
yeah. There's valid
Does that
so
make
you're
sense?
saying that there's valid reasons to miss things.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't have to agree with it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like
bro,
so
you can't get time off. I'm not gonna do that shit. But
oh
if you're
yeah.
just like, I don't want to go,
Yeah.
and actually, to your point, especially with our line of work, well,
Mhm.
not mine now, but
Yeah.
prior. Yo, I just worked 24 hours straight.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I need to sleep, dude.
I'm empty, dog. I got
Listen,
nothing.
you helped me move after a 16-hour shift.
Yeah.
So let's just phrase some stuff on that. There's a lot of deposits in the bank account between you and I.
Mhm. I be showing up, bro. I be showing up.
Bro, exhausted, eyes all bloodshot, not from having a good time, having a work time.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, so again, it doesn't have to be a reason. To your point, I agree with, but yeah, it has. I will say it has to be more than I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. No, 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 no. Not if we're considered friends. Fuck you,
Yeah.
bro. Fuck
Gotta
you.
be a valid reason. No, no,
Yeah.
I think
Hell no.
I think for me that's why I don't ask, right?
Yeah,
For me that's why I don't ask.
that's fine.
I don't probe because of that, right?
Eh,
Cuz it put it this way. I know what I said. The reason doesn't have to be valid for me for you
yeah,
to say no, right?
yeah.
I was like, but I'm as we say, I'm just a man. I still would feel some type of way if it was like man, I'm not really feeling. I don't really like those kinds of things. But the fuck do you mean you don't like those kinds of things? I think it's uh, well,
Yeah, yeah,
you know me. I don't. I don't mind doing things and
mhm,
inconveniencing myself for people that I care about and I love and that whole deal, right? Like you
yeah,
said, it's not an inconvenience, right? So even if it's about money, that's what money's for. We'll make it back. Cool, whatever.
yeah,
Once I start to feel like the shit's not reciprocal, yeah, I think I'm good.
yeah. Well, I mean, that honestly, that's how it should be Period. The end. Relationally, friendship
Yeah,
wise, family. Honestly,
yeah, and
again,
everything.
people are gonna get mad at me about family, but how much shit can you take before we family doesn't work anymore? I don't know.
Uh,
That's for everybody else to figure out. I know what my lines are.
as an old
I have lines in the sand. You cross them, it's a wrap, baby. I don't give a shit.
as an old my parents say this all the time, like an old black southern saying, all skin folk ain't your kinfolk, right? So
Yeah,
just because
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
technically family doesn't necessarily
yeah.
mean anything, per se. You know what I'm saying? Like you may get first consideration, but that doesn't mean you get it. You might get first consideration, that doesn't mean you necessarily get a pass just because it's that.
I love it, bro. I love it.
It is what it is. It
Hell
is
yeah.
what it is. Fuck it. All right. All right.
Hell yeah. What else we
Uh,
got?
well, we're on, some other shit. I was thinking about this the other day, and well, I guess now that I was just about to say, I guess there's other ways you can think about this too. But what I had written down was, what is the price of happiness?
I don't know, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess when I said it out loud, I'm like, they could take that a couple different ways, right? Some people would say, monetarily, what does that look like? Um, I think I was looking at it from the sense of, what am I willing to give up in order to be happy? Like, what does happiness mean, and what is that going to cost me per se? Right?
Yeah.
Is it ambition? Is it money? Is it people? Is it relationships? Is it the cost of myself? I, I don't know. It's more like it's a general question, I guess, and I'm sure that answer is different for everybody. But I think as people try to be happy, I'm sure it's one of those things. It's like I know people fuck this shit up all the time. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's actually wrong. It's you can't have Kate and Edith too, right? Meaning you can't have both people, right? That's where that comes from. People are saying it wrong. Um,
I like it, bro.
but sometimes you're not going to be able to get everything, right? And if you can't get everything, does that mean you're unhappy? If you do, you have to have everything you desire in order to be happy.
Listen, the answer is no, but everyone's different, and happiness is also a state of mind. You can be happy in the middle of some real shit, bro.
Yep.
Some of the best memories I have between you and I were really shitty fucking days, bro.
1,000 fucking percent.
Yeah.
1,000%. I agree with you. I think happiness is to me happiness is a state of mind, right? So I think anything that costs me that is ultimately too high of a price. Um, but again, that's just, and I think that comes from time and experience, and realize you don't have to put this. I don't put my happiness meter or value on a lot of worldly, monetary, materialistic things. Like you said, some of my best times or
Uh, yeah.
happiest times or whatever doesn't has nothing to do with how much money I had in my pocket at the time or how much I didn't have or whatever.
You know what? That's interesting. Correct. Yes. Monet material things, right? I've been struggling with this lately
Hmm.
because I like nice things too, right?
Yeah,
Everybody does. Well, whatever.
everybody does.
But do I need it to be happy? I still like to think I still like to say I don't think so. Um, I say that with the exception of my bed,
Hmm.
which is an outrageous cost. But now that I have it, it is amazing, and I wish I would have known about it earlier. We're not sponsored by them, and I don't remember what the brand is, but almost every night I lay in bed, I go, "Holy fuck!" This
Like,
is
yeah,
amazing. I didn't
yeah,
realize I needed this.
yeah.
It ruins hotels. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
I
bro,
can't sleep.
bro,
Oh, bro, I can't do it. It hurts
oh,
my back.
I get if I'm not
So
sleeping
it's
in
not
my
necessarily
bed,
material things, but yeah.
can't do it, bro. It could be the most beautiful fucking vacation ever.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
the bed is fucked up, I'm
It's a wrap, bro.
I'm not.
Side rant. Sorry. We're talking about material things. Why can't hotels figure out the pillow situation? I don't understand. I could have 9 pillows stacked up and I will still
my,
flat on the bed with the pillows wrapped around my face like they're I don't know. Scientifically, it doesn't make sense to me, bro. And my neck hurts and I don't understand.
I like
You can get a foam pillow from Walmart for $6. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't understand.
I think the pillows. It's almost like the pillows are designed and
To hurt your neck, bro.
designed to be bad on purpose. Like this, you can't
They
get any
want
comfort.
to. It's almost like get the fuck out of here.
If the beds are too comfortable and the pillows are too comfortable, you'll stay too long, and then you know won't get the good turnaround.
We'll
You know
never
what
get
I
them
mean?
out.
Never get them out. You're like
Yeah,
the turnaround's not good. Yeah,
bro. What's wild about that statement is because again, former line of work, I stayed at I don't know resorts, Ritz Carlton. I don't know all these things. Some of the nicest fucking shit was like a random find, like a Hilton Gardens or some shit, a Marriott. I'm not trying to. It's just like some of these little random boutique ones. I'm like, oh my god, because again, when you're staying at a hotel for work, it's a little different than when you're like going there for leisure. I've always told everybody, I was like, I need the bed and the pillows to work, like be comfortable. I need the AC to work, and I need the shower to have hot water. Other than that, I really don't give a fuck. It could literally just be those items, and in the toilet, whatever. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Bare minimum, but as long as that's good, I'm fine.
I'm great. I'm perfect.
We were in Switzerland. I mean, we'll do travel. We'll do a travel corner with Tyler. So I was in Switzerland. First of all, European hotels the rooms are fucking small, and I'm a giant. I had to like slide my
like a cruise ship.
The front part of my body was rubbing against the glass, while the back part of my body was rubbing against the bed. Let's phrase it that way. As I'm trying, I basically just had to Hondo roll over the bed to get to the other side of the room so I could use the bathroom. Yeah, bro. The glass was real streaky by the time I left. It was real smudgy, bro. But guess what? The bed was fire, and the bathroom. I mean, so I needed like 12 more inches so I could walk around the room as opposed to having to like roll around. But they did meet my minimum requirements, bro. So I'm not complaining. I'm not really complaining.
And enough space. You got to throw space in there too. You got to have just enough space.
I should be able to walk around without my front parts rubbing against walls and glass.
Yeah.
While still like back pressed up against the bed, bro.
My body should not touch any walls in this room.
Correct. Thank you. You like how I did that, bro?
Yeah.
I was watching something on YouTube. It was talking about how to insult people without them know you're insulting. It's like wisdom has been chasing you, but you've always been too fast.
That's a good one.
Shit like that, bro. I was dying. Damn it, bro. What were we talking about? I'm sorry. Maybe the meds are not working.
We were talking about
they stopped working.
The beds.
Yes. No, material things. Boom.
Material things. There you go.
See? Material things. So anyway, yeah, like I have never needed like the newest thing or the newest car or the newest phone. I'm trying to think what like I actually give a shit about as far as material. I don't know.
Probably not a lot of stuff.
Definitely not clothes. I get made fun of all the time. I get called a homeless fisherman all the time.
I just think it's because of where you live. That's all. It's fitting for the area.
Well, that's true. That's true too. I will say I have more than 3 pairs of shoes. We've already talked about that.
Yeah,
that used to bother you specifically.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, come on.
What, I have my running shoes and my boots and a dress shoe, all in black.
So, yeah, so I guess, bro. It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
as a bare minimum, I guess. I was like, but
Yeah,
come on.
you know what? Take that back. And my flip flops, which
Yeah,
are
any flip flops
my
first.
daily wears,
Jesus
bro. My
Christ. Like,
daily wears.
get out of here with fucking flip flops and jeans, motherfucker. Get out of here. All right,
Anything else, bro? I think that's
we
good.
gotta
I
we
respect the
gotta
time. I know you got to get your workout in.
we gotta have a we got a little time. So we'll go over this real quick. The
Yeah.
BJ's
Oh, here we go.
science philosophical corner, whatever, right?
I love it.
Here's one, and I love this one, right? And it's I'll give a little bit of backstory on it. uh, it is what is the saying? The saying is if you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you too, right? So this is where this comes in at. Okay,
Mhm.
it's called quantum entanglement. So in the sense, right,
All right, bro. Go ahead.
quantum entanglement, right? Most people would consider the fastest thing in the universe to be the speed of light, right? Light would most people consider the fastest thing in the universe, right? That's how we measure
Sir, I've
things,
read A Wrinkle in Time. Thank you.
right? So that is how we measure speed, the fastest
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
in the universe, right? But there's this thing called quantum entanglement, and I'll read it to you, right? So, um, quantum entanglement is a phenomenon where particles like electrons and photons, first I love photons, become deeply linked, sharing a unified quantum state regardless of the distance separating them, right?
Mhm.
So, in essence, doesn't matter how far apart these particles are, right? When one thing happens to one, it instantly happens to the other, no matter the distance or anything.
Yeah.
So that's that. When I mean instant,
Yeah, I get what
that's
you're saying.
yeah, right. So instant to me, it's faster than the fucking speed of light. Like it's instantaneous, no matter
Yeah.
distance, because there's no time travel in between. To me, that's
Yeah.
a not that it keeps me up at night, but I just find it to be very interesting how things are uh linked, right? In the sense of uh like our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, how we can kind of like walk into a room and like feel the energy, walk into a thing and be like, my ears was ringing. It's like, I knew you was fucking thinking about me because I felt it. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. It's like, oh, you've been on my mind. I know I
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
because you've been on, or, you know, the cliche thing. So you've been on my mind too, right? Shit like that. But it's like,
Yeah.
I know it seems cliche, but I'm like, there might be some truth in that. There is link. It's like we could just be linked up. And it's like, man, I was just my motherfucker. I called you. Something told me to call you because I was just thinking about you,
Mhm.
and you fucking called me, right? So I'm like, that's the hopeful romantic part of me. Think that I find the romanticism in that kind of shit, right? Where it's like we're so on a cheesy fucking romantic level. It's like we're so connected that we don't even have to be. We're that linked up that we can just feel each other from no matter the distance. Our love spans fucking time and space and distance, and we're linked in that kind of shit. So it's you know
Nah, I believe in that, but it takes time to create that.
yeah. And
Bro.
well, that's what I was going with that. I was like, how do you?
Yeah.
Thinking about that from the romantic cheesy part is like, damn, like how do you develop? Like, what makes that kind of connection between particles? How do they get that?
Yeah.
What makes them linked up like that? I think is the bigger question.
There has to well, for me,
There's got to be something.
there has to have been a time. Just think about it. The universe is billions, trillions years old.
Hmm.
So what I'm gonna say is those particles must have spent an inordinate amount of time together before slowly drifting apart, however that happened. They spent so much time together that now that even though they're however far apart, they know, they
Yeah.
feel it because they spent that much time together. Not the same, but relationally, when you're looking at like when you ever watch your partner say something, you'd be like,
Hmm.
"What's wrong?" No, no one on the outside knows,
Yeah.
but the tone and the
Yeah. Yeah.
words, you're like, "Oh, something,
Mm,
something's
mm,
what's going on here? What's wrong?"
mm.
Or vice versa. Why is she laughing so hard?
Wait a
Hold
minute.
on, bro.
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
hold on. Why are you laughing that hard? Don't laugh that hard. you because
Energy.
and it's just a sound. Like you're
Mhm.
like, I've never heard you laugh that hard.
Yeah, just some shit
Yeah.
that big
Well,
yo.
hold on.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me I'm wrong, bro.
No, you're right.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. There's no justification. And it's like, I'm sure it was a skit, but when people, maybe it's Dave Chappelle, when people say something, oh,
Mhm.
no, it was Bill Burr. He goes, when they read it out, it sounds awful, but it's like, I didn't say it like that though.
It's true. Well,
There's the tone, the emotion behind it, bro.
so I would just look at this fucked up. So we're a buddy of mine, so we're sitting around one day, water cooler talk, right? And we're
Yeah,
sharing stories, and he's telling us about in this section that he works in, they have this board that when someone says something like that's fucked up or like weird or whatever, it goes up on the board, right?
yeah,
Because it's that statement by itself is what goes up on there, and so the guy is like the guys, they're him and his wife, obviously they're married with children, right? So he's voicing his frustration. He's like, man, the kids are young, so it's like a lot of time spent, between the kids, take care of them, get set. They must be like toddlers, right? So it requires
yeah,
a lot of time, putting them down. Schedules aren't matching up, right? That. So he's voicing his frustrations about the intimacy levels between him and his wife because of then just the nature of where they're at in
uh-huh,
in life, trying to deal with the kids, right?
yeah.
And so he says out loud, he's like, uh, trying to have sex with kids is hard, and you're like, I'm sorry, what? Right? So
Ah,
it's like if you just walked in the room at the wrong
oh,
time,
bad,
oh
bad,
my
bad, bad.
god, but that
Yeah,
sounds.
yeah, yeah,
So they're like, oh, that on the board. That definitely goes
yeah.
on the board. I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
you can't
that
just throw that
is
out there.
fucking hilarious. And I was like, it's one of those things like you have to, especially with the times that we're in right now, right? You need the context anyway, but especially right now with all the shit coming out or whatever, right? It's like that's one of those things like, yeah, like you said, if you just read that off the page or you just walked in the board and saw the quote, you're like, um,
What?
someone needs to explain this to me right now. What is happening with this? You're like, whoa, no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. Let me give you the story. He's like, as soon as he said, he's like, yeah, that sounds really bad. I need to, I need to rephrase that
I didn't
because
think
that
about how
sounds,
I said that. Yeah,
that sounds really fucked up. We grew up with that, the pause thing. It was like, you're like,
yeah.
oh man,
Pause.
you see all the videos, and you're like, you say something, you're like, pause, bro. What? What are you talking about? You're like, I didn't even mean it like that. It's like, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta,
yeah.
you gotta throw that in
Nah,
there, bro.
bro, you said that
No, no,
wild.
no,
You
no,
said
no.
that wild,
I
bro.
said that wild, bro. That sounds crazy. You gotta
Yeah,
throw a yeah. So but people are like, oh, pause, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, because I was like, you need to. I was like, listen, I think you guys are missing the point of the pause. The pause is to interject the context without giving the full context, right?
mhm.
So if you're just saying something blanket, you're like, that sounds bad. Hey, pause. Like, there's context to what I'm saying, guys. Like, relax. I'm not just saying anything wild or crazy. Just, you know, eh, yeah.
So when Lil Man said that he used to kiss Birdman on the mouth,
I don't know if you could pause that.
uh,
I don't know if
I
there's
don't know,
I
bro.
don't know if there's context for that. I don't know if there's context. I'm sure I'm sure you have an explanation. I don't know if that provides the proper context that most people would deem acceptable socially.
uh, yeah. Last thing, we'll wrap it up because I was laughing at this on the way here, and I don't know if it's true. AI, I can't. Who knows what the fuck's real anymore? But there was an article about Michael Jackson on Epstein's Island, but he was a double agent and he was trying to protect the kids.
See, I don't think he was
Bro.
on the island. I don't think he was on the island. Now,
Bro.
it's I don't
Bro,
know,
I was like,
man.
that's amazing. I don't know if that's real or not. It looked legit, but if it's not real,
AI do some
that's
crazy
wild.
things. We got
That's
like double
wild, bro.
take. You're like, what?
Bro, that's what I stopped. I was like, what?
Like, that can't be real. Like some of these stories are wild, bro. These videos, I'm like, I
Oh,
was like, that can't be a real story. That's got to be AI. Like, come on.
well, dude, we'll talk about this on the next one. I need to flush out some more detail. But the pizza stuff, I don't know if you remember Pizzagate. But now that they're
Mm,
looking at the emails, talking about,
mm,
yo, that pizza was so delicious. I can't wait to
bro.
have another bite. Let's go get pizza and a grape soda.
Oh, that's what
I'm like, hold on, bro. You talking about pizza? Nobody talks about pizza like that.
oh, the Wayfair thing.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. There's some stuff in there.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
flush that out.
but we're running out of conspiracies, bro. That's the problem.
No, we're in no, 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 no. There's plenty of conspiracies. They're just you are just starting to believe the ones that I've been telling you about for a long time.
The Earth is not flat. I'm
It is
sorry,
flat. It's
and
in the
that's not
files.
a conspiracy.
It's in the files. It's flat.
Oh my god, bro. Is that another file? All right, bro. All right, bro. You done? We done?
I'm done.
All right, bro. Don't go anywhere.